Hey there, Mike. It's Marcy here with the video I said I'd shoot for you. So I took a minute and kind of looked at what you had going on, and of course we need to talk. So I need to see what it is that your goals are and what it is that you would like to accomplish. But I'll show you what's going on and educate you a little bit here. So I just put computer repairs. Now results are going to change of what's going to show up based on the keyword that your searcher is going to put in here. But just to use computer repairs as an example, that tends to, you're going to see when I go into your back end, to be the best one that you are ranking for. So Google is always going to set up their pages, their first page the same way. Anybody that's doing paid ads is going to go up top here, and if there's a bunch of businesses, then some will be on the top, some will be on the bottom, and they just bid for positions. Some people, as you can see, I think you got one of your competitors that's got themselves doing the Google ads in here too. So there's your ad space. Of course, people are paying for those clicks. This one here is your Maps listing, Google My Business listing, where you don't have to pay for somebody to click on you. And then, yeah, let's just check and see if you're one of those. Yeah, you might want to at least go to that site and submit your business. I think that's what it means. So like if any one of these guys dropped out, or if they decided to change things, maybe they change them year to year, I don't know. They kind of, I guess, have factors like how many reviews you have, how much this, how long you've been in business, etc., etc. I know when I had the driving school open, I was in there and they just kind of contacted me and said, here you go, we're going to put you in here. So it doesn't hurt to at least look it up. That's just the 3 best rated. Might as well, yeah, go in here. But I'm going to talk about that kind of stuff too. Back to here. And then down here is what's considered organic. Now, it's not super duper duper competitive, because when there's putting 3 best rated and Yelp as the first ones, you know that with some SEO, you know, and now Yellow Pages is here after you, then the bit rate, Facebook. So, you know, it's not impossible to get you moved up, because obviously you really want this position the most, right? To be showing up here for all your search terms and showing up here is your best case scenario. Then you're not having to pay for any clicks, and you've got 2 places that you're showing on the first page. So, I don't think you're that much further down here. Like I said, I did see a couple of guys with their paid ads there, and there you are there. So, taking a look at your site, the thing that people don't realize that is I mean, in our business, we call it content is king. You'll notice your homepage doesn't really have much content. By content, I just mean the words on your page. You don't have much, and most websites don't, right? But it's huge, because that's how Google finds you. That's how Google finds what you do. I mean, for your customer, you want it to look, you know, aesthetically pleasing, and, you know, maybe stuff that flashes here and pictures there and all the rest of it. But Google doesn't, you know, like, that's what Google reads when it sees that picture. So there's a missed opportunity. If this picture was named computer repair Nanaimo, name this one, you know, another keyword that you want. I'm guessing that it's same thing. Yeah. So those are the things that we can do with a website. You know, because the crawlers for the that go out there and crawl. I mean, Google makes money by having you on their search engine. So when somebody puts something in here, they want to serve up the most relevant results in order to keep you on there, so that you're not going somewhere else and they're making the money of you being on their search engine, right? So always recommend content to your homepage. They like to see 1,000 to 1,500 words, and then in that, and then you don't want to just have like stuffed word, you know, that they're smart, they can see if you've just stuffed it, or if it's, you know, good, unique, of course, never plagiarize, because that'll bump you down to, you know, authoritative content. And there's professional content writers that you can get that done. And the reality is your customers are probably not even ever going to read it. I don't know, unless, you know, some people really like to research, and they do. I'm not one of them when I come to a website. I just want I want the phone number. So there's something that could be improved upon. And I mean, we can talk. Maybe you think it's time for a facelift. Let's see what we can do for you. But you want to have these clickable, especially with everybody. Oh, where would that take me? Usually when you have a little hand, it clicks you somewhere. But you want a clickable. You know, everybody's on their mobile devices. Everybody's searching with that today. So if you want them to be able to get a hold of you, then you want it to be so they could just click and not have to go through dialing. Lazy people today. So that's something. And I know that you do. Here I'm going to look like a dum-dum, but I'm just going to think that maybe other people are dum-dums too. So you say remote support, and that's more your lingo than the average person. Like, I'd like to see if you wanted to push that business more, you know, just use mobile, right? In-home services, mobile services. You know, like, sure, we know what that means, but a lot of people, it's not going to catch them the same way than if you did that. And that's all part of what you can use the content for too, because then anybody that's going to type that in, like, I just doubt that a searcher is going to go remote, you know, they're just not. That's your language, not theirs. So stuff like that we can talk about. Again, you know, I'll be able to help a lot more when I know what your goal is. Like, is your goal to find, you know, another, I think you did have another guy, but to get, you know, maybe to the point where you don't have to be doing this so much. I mean, is that kind of what you're working towards, is being able to build, you know, maybe build some and get others in there, people you can trust, people you can train and trust. And again, we can talk and figure that out. But let's see what you got going on behind the scenes here. So this shows me what you've got going as far as your backlinks. Shows me you've got 21 other websites referring back to yours, giving you 88 backlinks. And backlinks aren't always created equal. Like, so for example, if you had a link from friggin' Pizza Hut, like, you don't deliver pizzas, so it's not going to carry as much weight as another link that came from a relevant source. So it's not just sheer numbers when you're going to beat your competitors, but you don't have huge competition. I checked a couple of the others. It's not huge. If you just kind of gave your backlinks some attention, that would definitely help. So here's where, like I say, the content is important. Like, you're being found for, what was it, 56 words or something like that. And you can see why you were showing up. Shows right here, because I put computer repair in. Of course, I've got my browser set for Nanaimo, so you were showing up in the #1 position for that one. This is how we do, you know, like when we go in SEO, this is you just tell me, okay, what words do you want to be showing up for? And with the proper SEO, with the proper content, you know, you can have 1 for all these eventually. I mean, it's not snap your fingers and it happens the next day, but that's what this is all about, and ultimately that's what you want, right? The maps listings will tend to follow in where you're ranking organically for all your search terms. Plus, which was the other thing I was going to show you here. And yeah, and back to that, like, I wasn't seeing anything that said mobile, so I didn't totally go to all of it. But, you know, this is an example here where we can choose. Like, you know, maybe I noticed that you had surveillance systems. You know, we can get your ranking for that if you wanted to do more of that business and all that kind of stuff. But this is just to show you what's going on. So here, citations, they tend to help. They tend to help in pushing you up into these top 3 I found. So if we look in here, we got A1, we got Nanaimo, PC repair, which I think is kind of funny, in web design, and then he doesn't have a website. Anyways, are you computing? So those 3 are up there. So if I go back to the citation finder, which I put in computer repair for Nanaimo, the Are You Computing is up there, the A1 is up there, and Nanaimo PC repairs. Like, it's 9 times out of 10 you're going to find that. So, you know, you are showing up in the top businesses, but you can see you have less than them. So all the stuff that I'm showing you, like, it's just reverse engineering what the others are doing out there and doing more and doing it better, right? So that'll probably give us something to talk about, give you some information on how this all works, and then we can chat. Let me know what goals are. I see you do have a Facebook page. Like, I don't know, maybe you want to give her a go and see if some Facebook ads might bring in something. But again, we got to find out what your goals are. You tell me, and then we can structure something that's going to get you where you want to go. We'll talk to you soon, Mike.